Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. This is my coffee mug today. She is fearless. It was designed and made by a friend of mine who owns um, uniquely natural teas. And so I wanted to just shout her out today because what an amazing gift that was for me. Today, I'm going to jump right in and just say, I know that there are lots of battles in which we could engage that are swirling about us. There are battles in our workplaces, there are battles in our homes, there are battles in our communities, there are battles everywhere. There are big battles like wars that are being fought across the world. There are spiritual battles that are being fought. There are mental battles that some of us are engaged in. Can I just say to you, every battle that exists is not yours to fight. That's a hard lesson for me. People who know me and have known me a long time know that I'm a fighter. Growing up, I was a physical fighter. I had, as the kids would say, Miss T had hands. I had those hands. And I like to use those hands. I was a fighter. I fought fights that were mine. I fought fights that were that of my siblings. I fought fights that were that of my friends. I was a fighter. And I remember one time my mom said to me, just because you can fight well doesn't mean you should fight every fight. And I said, "Well, Mom, you don't understand. When people disrespect me, I'll never put my hands on them first. But when they put their hands on me, I'll put my hands back." And my mom expressed to me that sometimes I didn't put my hands on people first. I used something much more deadly. I used this thing called a tongue. I used my tongue to engage and to provoke people to putting their hands on me so that I would then feel justified to putting my hands back on them. I like to fight. As I've gotten older, I don't like to fight physical fights. I just don't want to do that. I'm too cute for that. I don't want to fight physical fights. But there are battles that I sometimes engage in, and I've had to pick and choose those battles because some battles distract us from wars. I need to reserve some of my energy for the big fights that are coming, that are wars, whether they're spiritual, whether they're emotional, or whether they're physical. I need to be prepared and reserve some of my fighting skills and some of my energy for the big battles for which I am called. Sometimes we just need to coach our friends through. They don't need all of our advice, just some coaching. This morning, I had the wonderful occasion to talk to one of my friends who's an educator, and she was on her way into work, and she's feeling really defeated, and it's really early in the season. And it's not kids who have her defeated, it's administration and hmm, their lack of understanding and compassion and empathy for where teachers are and how they're doing their best to get things going. And there's all these requirements: do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, and you got to do this and you got to do that before the kids ever walk into your room. There are all these requirements. And so her first thought is, I'm just going to put up the wall and I'm going to be a subordinate. I'm just going to say, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I kind of coached her through, and I said, can I just tell you, some battles don't need to be battles. Do this thing because this is low hanging fruit. Because if you put these things up in your room, which is a requirement, and you don't choose to make that your battle, you might have the energy to die on bigger heels. The other thing is when you practice the battle with them, you're distracted from what you're called to do, which is educate kids. And one thing I know about you is that you love young people and that you're an amazing educator. Don't let the battles with the adults take you off the battleground for kids. And I appreciated the fact that she said, I just needed that coaching this morning. Do the low hanging fruit. Don't make that the battle, T. I appreciate that. Can I just say to you today, whatever is low hanging fruit, just do it. Don't pick every battle as your battle. Reserve your energy, your strength, your emotional fortitude for the big battles that you're called to fight. And every battle is not yours to fight. I'm the Amazing T Street. I hope that you have an amazing weekend, that you reserve some of your energy for the big things that matter. This weekend, I get to celebrate the 1 year birthday of my brother's first grandchild, and I get to take my grandson to the party. I'm so excited. It's the little things for me, y'all. I'm on my way to the gym to fight this battle of remaining healthy. I'm the amazing T Street. That is a battle I'm going to fight. So, whatever your battle is, fight it and let the other low hanging fruit go. Have an amazing day.